Breaking news: the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, has issued a critical update that could directly impact the finances of thousands of people across the United Kingdom. If you're a pensioner, on a low income, or a caregiver supporting someone in need, this alert could be the difference between receiving vital winter support or missing out completely. The government's £300 winter fuel payment, designed to help older and vulnerable individuals cope with rising energy bills during the harshest months of the year, will begin rolling out automatically from Monday, 11th November 2025. However, there's a major catch. The DWP has now confirmed that two specific groups will be excluded from this payment, and unless swift action is taken, they will lose out on this essential support altogether. This isn't a rumor or a possibility, it's official, final, and not subject to appeal. So who exactly is at risk? The first group facing exclusion includes British pensioners who now live overseas, particularly in countries deemed to have a warmer average winter climate. The government has ruled that pensioners residing in certain countries no longer meet the temperature-linked criteria for winter fuel support. This includes popular retirement destinations such as Spain, Italy, Portugal, Greece, and parts of southern France. Even if you spent your entire working life in the UK, and even if you've received this payment in the past, your eligibility ends the moment you become a permanent resident in a country outside the approved climate threshold. The DWP will not send out reminders or follow-ups. If you're affected, you must contact the Winter Fuel Payment Centre directly and submit an eligibility declaration before the cut-off date of Monday, 30th September 2025. Miss that deadline, and your £300 payment will be blocked without exception. There will be no letter, no warning, and no second chance. The second group being excluded is equally concerning: newly eligible pensioners or individuals who were not receiving a qualifying benefit during a very specific eligibility period. The qualifying window, as confirmed by the DWP, runs from Monday, 15th September to Sunday, 21st September 2025. If you weren't receiving a state pension, pension credit, attendance allowance, or another approved benefit during that 1 week, you will not be eligible for the £300 top-up even if your entitlement began the following week. For example, if you turned 66 on 22nd September 2025, you're out of luck. That one-day difference could cost you hundreds of pounds. The system does not allow for grace periods or backdated claims for this particular payment. If you're not in the system during that 7-day window, you will simply be excluded, no matter how close you were. What many people don't realize is that this £300 is not a separate payment on its own. It's an additional cost of living supplement that gets added to your existing winter fuel payment, which itself ranges from £100 to £300 depending on your age and household situation. But here's the key detail: if you're not eligible for the base winter fuel payment, you can't receive the £300 top-up either. The entire system is structured to work automatically, but only if all your information is accurate and current in DWP's records. That brings us to another issue affecting thousands: data discrepancies. Over 24,000 payments were delayed or completely blocked last year due to simple administrative issues: outdated bank account information, name changes, address changes, or a lack of recent interaction with the DWP. If your record isn't up to date, the system may not recognize your eligibility. In many cases, pensioners assumed the problem would resolve itself. It didn't. Many didn't receive their payment until January or February, and some never received it at all. So this year's warning is being issued early in hopes that people can take action now before it's too late. Let's not sugarcoat the consequences. Missing this payment can have a serious impact on your well-being. The average energy bill for a retired household still exceeds £150 per month during winter. This means the £300 winter fuel payment often covers 2 full months of heating, a financial relief that many rely on. Without it, older people and vulnerable residents are forced to make difficult choices between heating their homes, buying groceries, or affording medication. Carers are particularly concerned about elderly individuals living alone, especially those who might not be aware that they've become ineligible due to moving abroad or a late benefit application. These people won't receive any notice. The money will simply never arrive. So what can you do if you're unsure about your eligibility? The answer is simple: don't wait. If you've recently moved, changed your bank details, updated your marital status, or had any changes to your benefit status, now is the time to act. Contact the Winter Fuel Payment Center and verify that your information is up to date. Confirm whether you were receiving the right benefit during the qualifying week in September. And if you're living overseas, find out whether your country is still eligible, and if so, make sure your residency and claim information has been submitted before 30th September. Because by the time November rolls around, it will be too late to fix any errors. For those who do meet the criteria, the payment will be made automatically starting from Monday, 11th November 2025, and most will receive the funds by Friday, 6th December. The money will appear in your bank account as a single lump sum, with a reference clearly marked with DWP WFP so you can identify it easily. The total amount varies depending on your age, who you live with, and whether you receive certain other benefits. In some cases, especially for those aged 80 or above living alone, the full winter fuel payment can reach up to £600, a significant boost for anyone facing high heating bills or other essential costs. Let this serve as your final warning, not just from the DWP, but from anyone who wants to help ensure that vulnerable people don't fall through the cracks. The system won't chase you. It's up to you to check your records, confirm your status, and make sure everything is in order before November. Too many people make the mistake of assuming they'll be notified or reminded. That doesn't happen. And by the time you notice the payment didn't arrive, the window to fix it will have already closed. So, if you or someone you care about is over 65, lives on a limited income, or depends on state benefits, now is the time to act. Double-check your eligibility. Update your records. And most importantly, don't ignore this message. A few minutes today could save you months of stress and hundreds of pounds in heating costs this winter. Thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful, please consider sharing it with friends, family members, or anyone you know who may be affected. And for more vital updates like this, covering everything from benefits and pensions to cost of living support and government changes, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss anything that could impact your financial future. Stay informed, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next video.